Should I come out to my wife? The dilemma. I'm assuming there's gonna be multiple different questions. Let's get it. Oh shit. I guess not. This is just something completely different.
I love my wife, but I'm gay.
Oh.
Should I come out now? Yes or no?
Okay. I need like information.
We brought together a group of strangers to help an anonymous person make one of their toughest decisions.
Okay.
My wife is the most important person in my life.
But you just don't want to fuck her?
I would never want to do anything to hurt her. But I'm also gay. So I'm not sure.
So why'd you get married though, twin? You had to know you was gay.
How to approach it, or even how to come out.
After hearing the group's advice, which
You could ask for an open marriage. And wouldn't that work out cause you like penis?
choice will this
But if she gets pregnant, it wouldn't be by you. And I mean, at that point in time, it wouldn't really be. Yeah, it's different. Never mind.
person make? This is
It's
the dilemma.
dilemma. All right, I'm picking. I think yes. Damn. 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 Yeah.
How long into the relationship did you realize you were gay?
I knew before I got married.
So what the fuck? What the fuck? So why'd you get
meet Your
married?
partner.
We grew up in the same community together. We
Okay.
started off as friends, then best friends, and it grew from there.
Is your partner supportive of everything you do?
In our viewpoints on religion, yes.
Oh, cause of God. You married her cause of God. Okay.
In terms of supporting the LGBT community, no.
So religion is a big cornerstone of your guys' relationship?
We both grew up in the same religious
Told you yes, cause of
community,
God.
so we both grew up with the same values.
So how are you? So this is gonna sound very bad, but how are you gay? Because I feel like when people are like, obviously it's like a thing, but I feel like when people are like so suppressed, it kind of like they kind of not gonna say grow out of it, but they kind of lose that side of them because of that. Like a lot of the time, what happens is like they're gay still. It's just that they kind of do that shit in secret, and like they like that whole side of them is like kind of shut off for like almost the rest of their lives because of like those values that they're raised with. Don't cancel me.
In the same social guidelines. So yes.
Do you think your wife knows you're gay?
No, she doesn't.
So do you not fuck her?
What was the main reason as to why you went to the yes side?
I have a few family members in the LGBTQ plus community.
Shout out to them.
I know all
Benji.
their experiences coming out.
Benji.
At least in the long run. I really
I
thought
think his name is Benjamin. No, that should probably just Benji.
myself about him coming here, wanting to, share his truth and, speak to us about it. I knew that it's about time. It's starting to boil over and he needs to come out.
How long have you been
What was your
together?
reasoning for marrying a woman even though you knew you were gay?
I thought that if I got married,
You
that
kinda get
it would
over it.
change me.
Yeah.
Not I could become
Nah,
straight.
you see, so what I was saying was valid.
What are your intentions in life? And how do you want to feel about your life?
That is a W question. Do you just want to live a peaceful life? Like make money, have kids, and then just say, fuck it, at least I lived life? Or is like your life just like, yo, I want to have as like a happy life as possible? Because there's a difference between having a peaceful life and a happy life.
I want to be truthful, but I also don't want to hurt the people surrounding me. I'm a very nice person. I don't lie.
That's not true. You just married a girl and you're gay as fuck. You had to have lied. When you was on that podium saying, yes, I'll marry you, you was lying, twin.
So the fact that I'm basically living a lie right now gives me a lot of
You think this is fake? I think this is fake.
anxiety and depression. But I know if I came out suddenly, it would devastate her.
Nah, so you got... Ooh.
Thing is, I'm bisexual, and I would have never said anything if I ended up falling in love with a man and everything worked out. And, I fell in love with a woman, and I didn't want to hide anymore. Being your authentic self is my principle.
Damn.
So is there an expected fallout that extends beyond just the relationship of you and your wife? Like, is it more than just your guys' relationship that's at stake?
Her family's relationship, her family not finna fuck with you. They finna hate you. So and your family might not fuck with you. Because I think it's one thing to be gay, but I think it's one thing to end a relationship off being gay. Especially if they like your
My
wife.
job is tied to the church, so I could potentially lose my job.
Oh, you're fucked, twin. Damn.
Would most likely lose my family, my
Yeah.
friends, my wife. I would lose everything, basically. I would have nothing and no support.
Oh yeah, never mind, twin. Fuck it. You're too deep in. Oh, this is sad. I think you're too deep in.
Are we the only people who know about this?
Per se.
I've never told anyone.
I mean, you told the niggas that cut.
Just
I
based
think
on
this
information.
I think this was anonymously put in the show. I don't think that's the actual person itself, but I think this person is talking for that person.
Now, you guys can switch to the other side if you want.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think you lose so much. You lose so much here. I think you lose
He was
so much.
explaining what's at stake if he comes out immediately.
Yeah.
Because of that, the more I thought about that, the more I was like, you know what? He's going to be losing literally everything
Yeah, I
because of
would-
this. So I
yeah.
feel like he needs to have some sort of plan
Yeah.
in motion first.
Man.
The reason I said no, I'm bisexual. Same as you. It took me a cool minute to kind of come to terms with that.
Crazy.
So it's like I look more at like, am I safe? If you do,
Yeah.
gone.
That's
Because
what I'm
there's
saying.
a lot of things.
So what I do is right. I'd fight with her every single day. Hey, you know I'm tired of this shit. I can't live with you. Get a divorce. Divorce that motherfucker. And then after you divorce her, like then you start to like ease up, and then you be like, yo, you could take this, you could take that. Find a way to talk about starting a fresh new life somewhere else. Then pop out being gay. The niggas will never expect that shit, nigga. Never expect the unexpected, nigga.
that you've built up on this
Expected.
foundation.
Have you at all considered reaching out to therapy or some sort of counseling to help you through this process?
That's suspect as fuck.
In the community I live in, it's a little bit hard to find counseling. I live in a more rural area, so the majority of counselors are based through the church.
Interesting. I want to be a therapist, but they don't. The money.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with God? And has there been moments where you've personally experienced Him guide you?
Yeah, I would say, faith has been a deciding factor in all things that I do in my life, and that I don't, follow God blindly. I've felt Him work in my life before. So for me, it's a real relationship that I have, and it's the most important relationship I have. God goes before everything else.
Faith is just a huge factor for my truth. To me, that's what I resonated the most. So I wanted to be that representation of like, hey, if you just go in with blind faith, it could still work out.
If you show who you really are to somebody, to anybody, they're going to show you who they are, like 100% of the time.
Facts.
And if you're surrounding yourself with people who are kind of not in support of the person that you really are, then that's not a healthy situation to be in. And I think he should 100% come out, like, today.
I'm bisexual. It took me a cool minute. One of my, I'm not gonna name names, I'll say a family member, told my parents. It gave me a lot of anxiety. It was like, am I gonna get kicked out? I'm gonna stay here. Are they upset with me? It was very much like, okay, whatever, I don't wanna talk to you right now. And it's like, I know coming out, like everyone's like, do it, it's great, you'll feel better. But for me, coming out, it made me feel worse. Because I'm like, I live my truth, but it didn't make me feel the way I wanted to feel.
I believe that everybody should live their truth. You're not emotionally responsible for anybody.
No, you're not.
You don't owe anybody your life. You be you, and they'll figure out how to be them.
I think it's different, like you're saying, you're not responsible for other people's feelings, but it is, I know the guilt that I would feel as like a husband to be fighting something for my wife is like horrible.
Yeah, because like let's also not forget that they are married. They have vows,
Yeah.
and part of
There's a
those
lot
vows
attached
is
to
to
that.
tell the truth. You know what I mean?
Man,
Because
fuck
we're
the vows.
taking away another person's ability to live in reality, and that's wrong.
I do want to point out that I'm not necessarily saying that he should wait like years to come out. I'm just saying maybe
no,
take
don't do
just
that.
like a couple months. Like I would say go to counseling, go to therapy, figure out who you are, and who you are even without the church and without your wife and without all of that stuff. Once you figure all that out, then you can start going through that process of how am I going to come out.
Yeah, but I think the focus should be more like him just finding himself, you know? Like all that planning, you know, like where's he gonna go and all that stuff. Yeah, those are tough questions, but it doesn't have to be answered right now because, you know, it takes baby steps.
Damn.
Coming out is not ripping off a
Easy.
Band-Aid. It comes with so much anxiety.
It does.
It comes with so much fallbacks depending on who you are, where your community is aligned, you know what I mean? And it shouldn't just be ripped off, because even ripping off Band-Aids hurt. You know what I mean? It's not a painless process just because it's quick. And people really need to understand that.
Was there anything in the discussion that caught your attention in some way?
I think when they were mentioning when you come out, like right now, that person will show their true colors to me. That resonated with me because that is true.
It's
the
true.
other issue that was brought up was the point of counseling.
Yeah, you probably should get some help, twin.
Preparing myself. I feel like that could be beneficial.
I think there was too much discussion of what's step 10, what's step 7, what do we do like 3 stages from now?
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna get. I think what he needs from us is comfort.
Like ultimately, at the end of the day, people are going to be people, and you can't predict how someone's going to react.
Right.
Also, I've met people who've been in a dangerous situation because they came out.
So the biggest concern
My
is his
community.
safety.
So one thing we talked about was not necessarily needing a plan because your dilemma isn't coming out to the world right now, but it's coming out to your wife, like your partner. And just as a married man of faith, you said your wife grew up in the church with you and you grew up in the church, and so your wife possesses those fruits of the Spirit that are like patience and kindness. And I think those attributes, like you said, it sounds like are in her. And so she would be loving and kind and patient with you.
One of the things I want to just encourage you on is that you've been in a vulnerable position before where you had to put your whole trust in God and he came through. So I just encourage you to
Praise the Lord.
sometimes be okay with taking just the first step forward, and everything else you could figure out along the way.
So I first want to be clear that yes, you should come out, but you should definitely wait and give it a little bit more time. Because we're worried about your safety, number one. The other thing too is that you need resources and you need time to get those resources. Like I
Facts.
said, like these divorce processes and everything,
They take a long
they don't
time.
take a week. And then it's all about your community, right? Personally, me and my family is super religious, so I very much understand where you're coming from
Yes, sir.
about investing so much time in your community and the sense of loss that comes with it. But you have to understand that you'll be fine, your relationship with God will be fine, but this is a very tough decision that is more than that.
Jacob, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling like I got a lot of helpful words that have helped me kind of put together an idea of what I
Hey, Cody Twin. I was just listening to let everybody speak. Now it's my turn to tell you what the fuck to do with your life. Hey, man, I personally think that you wait off. You get your shit together. By your shit together, I mean money. Save up to have money. If you don't have a prenup, I mean, at this point in time, to be honest, because you like her and because you care about her still, give her half of the shit. Give her the house, not the car. Give her like whatever she wants to have. Because unless she's a stay-at-home mom, then that's kind of fucked up. But let's assume that she's not. I think it's just time for you to just take that L.
want to do going forward.
Have you made a decision in your mind right now?
Yeah, I think I have.
You finna say it? You finna wait. What the fuck? Yeah, go to no. There's no way. Because we gotta be smart. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga tall as fuck. Go to no. He's finna wait a month. Wait a month. Left, right foot. What the fuck? A few weeks later.
Yeah, so upon getting home, I told my wife that I wanted to do counseling.
W.
and we've been meeting with a wonderful counselor, and she has just been able to give us a lot of tools to work with. We meet one-on-one, so I get a chance to be very open with her about how I feel. So I think within the next few months, definitely, I'll be ready to fully come out and
Told you, because it just is the smartest thing to
just
do.
prepare myself and my wife for that.
Yeah, you gotta wait. W, man. W, man.
I feel like the weight's been lifted a bit. You know, I still have a journey to go through.
Yeah, Jacob, bro, I pray for you, man. Hey, man, I'm excited to come to this video. See you next tomorrow.